Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are taking a look at something really exciting for the Redmi Note 7 Pro. We are reviewing micaOS, which is based on the brand new Android 16 QPR1. It is honestly pretty crazy that this device is still getting support for the absolute latest Android versions, so let's not waste any time and see what this ROM has to offer. First up, let's confirm the software. If we head into the settings and check the Android version, you can clearly see this is running on Android 16, specifically the QPR1 build. The Easter egg is there, and the UI feels very responsive right out of the gate. It is great to see the latest security patches and core system updates running on this hardware. Moving on to connectivity, let's look at the network and internet settings. The interface is clean and standard for AOSP, but there is one specific thing I want to point out here. I searched through the menus, and it appears there is no pre-installed private DNS option in this specific ROM build. So if you usually rely on a built-in ad-blocking DNS, you might need to configure that manually via a third-party app. Next, let's take a quick look at the apps section. It is pretty bare bones, which is good for performance, but I did notice a feature omission here. As of right now, there is no native app lock feature in the settings. If you want to lock specific applications behind a passcode or fingerprint, you're going to need to download an external utility for that. Heading over to the sound settings, this is where things get a bit better. This ROM includes the Mi Sound Enhancer. When you turn this toggle on, it opens up the granular controls we are used to. You can choose your specific headphone type and select a preset. By default, it is set to the standard configuration, but having the option to tweak the audio output at a system level is definitely a win for music listeners. In the display settings, everything is looking crisp. The brightness controls work well, but the feature most of you will care about is double tap to wake. I've tested it out and it works consistently. It's a small feature, but being able to wake the screen just by tapping it makes the daily experience much smoother. Now let's talk about customization, specifically in the wallpaper and styles section. Since this is QPR1, Google has introduced the new theme pack feature. You have a lot of control here. You can customize the lock screen clock with different styles and fonts, and you can also change the lock screen shortcuts to launch your favorite apps instantly. It feels very modern and really allows you to make the phone look unique. Talking about endurance, the battery backup on this ROM is, well, it's decent. It's not exactly great, but it's not bad either. I would say it falls right into the good category. It will get you through a standard day, but don't expect multi-day battery life. It's pretty average for a device of this age running such new software. Let's dive into the system settings where you will find the exclusive Mica Lab tab. This is where the advanced stuff lives. You get the Google Play integrity spoofing options, allowing you to spoof your device as a different model to pass checks. You can select a Keybox XML for spoofing, which works system-wide for key attestation. There is also a convenient delete button if you need to reset those Keybox data values. Also, under the standard system settings, your full gesture navigation options are present and working well. For security, I checked the biometrics available. You do get the fingerprint lock option, and the scanner is responsive and accurate. However, do note that there is no face unlock option available in this build. You are strictly limited to the fingerprint sensor or your PIN and pattern for unlocking the device. Now, on to performance. We ran Geekbench 6 on this ROM to see how the Snapdragon 675 handles Android 16. The scores came back with a 662 in single-core performance and a 1560 on the multi-core test. These are actually quite respectable numbers, showing that the ROM is optimized well enough to handle daily tasks without lagging behind. One significant thing to mention is Safety Net. Unfortunately, out of the box, Safety Net fails on this ROM. This means banking apps or apps with high security might not work immediately. However, since the device is highly customizable, you can always root your device and use modules to patch this up and pass Safety Net manually. So that is the current state of micaOS based on Android 16 for the Redmi Note 7 Pro. It's a solid entry that brings the latest Android features to our beloved device, even if it lacks a few things like Face Lock and native App Lock. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.